I'm having a blessed morning. Yes, I am having a blessed morning on this blessed Saturday. Yes, I'm having a blessed morning on this blessed Saturday. And we here to talk about the Legionnaires cluster, the disease, right? That's parasite that's spreading all around New York City. We got a couple of cases in the Bronx and PARKCHESTER area. This is what's going on, right? It's being spreaded. This stuff is airborne. Stuff is airborne. And I kind of figure out, right? Oh, this is trickled down from the AC units. This is lies. The people are spreading this among each other. And I urge everybody to go put on a mask. Go put on a mask, right? So you can protect you and your loved ones and yourself. Wear a mask. You're going to have to put a mask back on because you know what? This is the new COVID. Don't listen to lies. Don't listen to social media. Don't listen to these places, right? That's lying to you. They are lying to you, And also, you know what? This is the season where it's going to come up where that it's shots for the flu shots, and there's probably new medication. There's probably new shots they want to test out that was procreated in laboratories. This is an actual true fact, man. I want your guys to pay attention. I want your guys to understand and see what's going on. There's probably new shots and new medication that they want to test out, and they want to shoot you up with all type of drugs and stuff like that. And the only way that they can do that, they got to procreate these laboratory parasites and these germs and these diseases amongst us. And the only way to test it out, they got to use you. They know that you're not going to come in and be tested in hospitals in these laboratories. So why not plague the people with biological chemical warfare? This is exactly what this is. It's biological chemical warfare that is upon the people. There's no other way to look at it. There's no other way to see it. This is exactly what it is. And then they want real estate. So they want to test the new drug out that's in shots, right? That they created in the laboratory. And they want real estate. This is something to think about. This is something that you should look at, beloved. And it's not sad. It's not sad, it's not personal. So, but I want you to take it personal. But for these individuals, it's business strategy. It's business strategy, right? So they want to test out this new drug upon you. And the only way to test it out is to plague you, with this sickness. And I want you to understand this.
A recent outbreak of Lagionnaires in Harlem now has confirmed 70 cases and 3 deaths. We're now learning that those cases are hitting close to home, with PARKCHESTER having 2 cases in the last year. News 12's Jody Juliana Powell spoke with an infectious disease doctor on what you can do to stay safe.
10 buildings within the PARKCHESTER condos are now being tested for Legionnaires, according to the Department of Health, after 2 residents at 1576 Unionport Road tested positive. Now residents are looking for answers.
Scary, very scary. I didn't know about it. I knew about the ones in Harlem, but never here.
I live here. I'm using the water every day, so it's just like...
You heard what she said, right? Hold on one second. You heard what she said, right? She said, I knew about the ones in Harlem, but I didn't know that was here. They said it was last year. The Legionnaires disease spread it last year in PARKCHESTER. So if you knew this, right, and you knew that this was the epidemic that was among the people, why you didn't put people on? Why you didn't tell people about this? Right? Why you didn't tell anybody? Why you kept this a secret? Why you are basically coming out now and talking about this sickness and the disease which you procreated in the laboratory to do what? To plague the people. To plague the people. Stop lying to the people. See, we know and understand that on a lot of these major platforms and a lot of these news, that is your business to spread falsehood, right? And ignorance among people that may not understand what's going on. But we understand that what is going on in our communities, what's being spread. And I'm telling all the indigenous people, all the people that's in New York City, all around the world, Start putting your mask on. Start putting your mask on. Because they saying that, oh, it trickles down from off the buildings and air conditioning units, and then you could breathe it in and give it to somebody else. That means that it's airborne. If it's spreading amongst people and groups of people, that means that if I'm talking to you and if I got it, I can spread it amongst the groups. This is the new COVID. What are we talking about here? What are we trying to look at here? I mean, what else you need to see? So now that we know that basically that this is in the Bronx and that it's been around since last year. So how many other cases that have been around New York City that we didn't know, like that you kept hitting from the public, basically, and now that you're coming out now because now there's a big outbreak. No, this is something that you activated. This is something that you spread it amongst the community, basically, because you probably got new medication that you tested in labs. You don't got no guinea pigs. You don't got nobody to test it out. So you want to test it out on the public. So what this is called the biological chemical warfare. This is exactly what it is. This is a biological chemical warfare upon the people. There's nothing else to look at. This is exactly what it is. And I want you to know and understand that what's really going on among us, a biological chemical warfare. They just testing you out to see if it's going to affect you, who's going to be affected. And if you got complications, right, you're going to pass away. If you got any complication that's in your lungs or any sickness that's in your lung, right, you're going to pass away. So I'm telling the people, all the indigenous people of this earth over here in America, especially in New York City, right, is to protect your loved ones. You have your elder, you have your grandmother, you have elder loved ones that's in there. There's elders. They're very, they're old in age, so they can't be around this filth and garbageness. You understand? So you have to protect them, okay? Put a mask on. That's all I can say. Until we find out what's going on, until we know what was going on, stay out of groups, like large groups. If you're going to group up, make sure that it's maybe 3 of y'all. Don't do a whole big group because you don't know who is spreading this and who is sickness, because a lot of us are not going to the hospital. You understand what I'm saying? And if we do go to the hospital, they're going to give you antibiotics. They're going to say, oh, this is antibiotics. They got a bunch of antibiotics. They got a bunch of this medicine, and they want to stick you with it to see if it works. You don't know what they sticking you with. This is an actual true fact, and I'm telling the truth, man. Put a mask on. Put a mask on until we find out what's going on among the indigenous people, because it looks like it's in our community. What about everybody else? You understand? What about everybody else? So I want you basically to take precautions and to be on point. Keep your head on the swivel, right? Keep your head on the swivel and your eyes open. It's murder, death, kill going on here, right? Hold on 1 second. Right? You know how I say it. Keep your head on the swivel and your eyes open. There's murder, death, kill going on here. Not just physically, but mentally, spiritually, murder, death, kill going on here. Keep your eyes open and your head on a swivel. It's murder, death, kill going on here. Not just physically, mentally, spiritually. It's murder, death, kill. Live the life, leave the life. Ain't no thing. I'm married to the game, and the game is married to me. And then cloak yourself with your lower desires of fame, fortune, and riches. Like, share, subscribe. Lights, cameras, and action. This is an actual true fact. This is a biological chemical warfare upon the people of New York City. It's exactly what it is. And they got medicine that they want to give out. They want to give to you. They want to put it in your body. They want to try the new vaccines out to see if it works, to see what's going on. So when they spread this biological chemical warfare in the air, they want to see if this can protect the people. They want to use guinea pigs. Ain't nobody stupid, ain't nobody dumb. We know what's going on. And I want people to take precautions. Get the I think is the K9, the mask, the KF or the K9. Get one of those masks. Those surgical masks, try to get 2 of them. Or if you got your masks, just pull them out. pull them out. Just be careful, man. Be careful who you're around because you don't want to end up going to the hospital. You understand what I'm saying? So basically now they taking your bloodline also, right? If they drawing blood from you and stuff like that, so we got to draw blood or something like that from you or something like that. Now they getting your DNA. Be careful, man. There's a lot of fishy stuff that's going on that you need to be on point about. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. That's why I keep telling you guys, man, you're not listening to me. Keep your eyes open and your head on the swivel. This stuff is going to spread like wildfire. It's going to spread. It's spread because it is airborne. Don't listen to the social media. Don't listen to the news. They are lying to you, lying to you. Brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, all around the world, prince and princess.
Lincoln Hospital.
Protect yourself.
Some of the panic about this lung infection caused by Legionella.
Get it by inhaling droplets that have been aerosolized from like different kinds of things in our environment that use water.
He's
like
lying.
cooling towers in buildings that run air conditioners, fountains, other things where water is mixing around.
Usually 2 to 10 days after being exposed, people can feel flu-like symptoms, including a cough and fever.
If a person starts to feel like that and starts to feel really badly, they should get checked out by a doctor because Legionnaires can be pretty dangerous. If treated with effective antibiotics, it's something we can definitely
antibiotics.
Because Legionnaires usually makes people feel worse and worse as the days goes on versus feeling better each day with a typical cold. And specific groups have a higher risk for it.
People who are above the age of 50, 70, 80, it gets worse and worse. People who smoke cigarettes do worse with this disease. People with what we call comorbidities, diseases underlying, right? Like
this is a biological chemical warfare on the people. They're gonna throw all this out, make it look nice and pretty. This is a biological chemical warfare on the people. There's nothing to talk about. This is an actual true fact. Get this information out because a lot of people is not gonna pay attention. A lot of people don't understand what's going on. Share and like this information. Get the information out because they're not gonna try to get this all out. But this is a biological chemical warfare again upon the people. You heard what he said. Oh, water fountains. I told you it's in the water. Didn't I tell you? These people don't understand. Boil your water. Oh, it trickled down. So now it's not inside the air conditioner. Big air conditioners now is in the water fountains. What that got to do with the air conditioning system? Stop lying. That's what I want you to understand and pay attention to these individuals. They may sound smart, they may sound sweet, they may sound like they doing this, but they deceiving you. Because knowing that you don't have the knowledge with them, understand what's going on. So they're going to say slick stuff. This is lies. All right? This is a biological chemical warfare on the people, and I want your guys to wear your mask. Put your mask on. Because that's how it spread. We got to protect our elders. The elders are in our home. They're talking about 50, 60, 70. If you got complications, it's going down. If you got chronic asthma, if you got all of these things, be careful and wear your mask. Get this information out among the indigenous people. This is in our communities again. This is really, really important. Right? Yes, really, really important. Peace, y'all. Peace.